The sound of a ringing phone in the darkness of night is sometimes fate. Itself for Ibrahim Traoré the call that came. That night was a whisper that would take control of his life. The voice on the other end of the phone came from the grave. Someone who should have been long dead was speaking. "You know what time it is, Ibrahim. I'm watching you from my grave." The words hung in the air. The blood in Ibrahim's veins froze. A single phone call and a single sentence had already lit the fuse of a war that would change the fate of 3 countries. Ibrahim Traoré enters the bedroom of his luxury villa outside the capital with tired steps. It's 3 in the morning. The green light of the clock radio on his desk dimly illuminates the room he takes off. His military uniform sits on the edge of the bed, places his gun under his pillow. As usual, just as he's about to lie down, the secure phone on his desk vibrates. No one knows this number, only high level. Intelligence commanders have access to it. Ibrahim frowns and picks up the phone. The screen flashes unknown number. Ibrahim speaks in an official tone. Colonel Ibrahim Traoré. A moment of silence follows voice response. "You mean General Tra? I suppose congratulations on your promotion." Ibrahim's hair stands on end. He recognizes this voice his former partner, Captain Marcel, who supposedly lost his life in a border conflict 5 years ago. His lips dry up. He can't swallow Ibrahim, trying to control his tone. "Who is this?" the voice continues. "Don't you remember me? We fought shoulder to shoulder. In the Black Diamond operation, you interrogated 7 men with me during the secret mission. In Bain, you ordered me to burn the files in the blue cabinet." Ibrahim's heart races. Only Marcel knows these details. Secret operations that don't even appear in their codes. Ibrahim shocked. "Impossible, you," the voice interrupts. "I'm idiot, perhaps I am, but you know what time it is, Ibrahim. I'm watching you from my grave. The red file has been opened. The first target will fall within 12 hours. Ibrahim freezes. The red file is a secret coup plan they designed 3 years ago, but never received approval for an assassination strategy, targeting corrupt high-level officials. The first phase, eliminating the defense minister. Ibrahim pleads Marcel, "If it's really, you stop this game." The file wasn't approved, it was cancelled. Marcel's voice responds coldly, "Some things are never cancelled, only postponed." Turn on the television. Ati 8:08. "Someone keep your phone nearby, I'll call you again." The line cuts off. Ibrahim is left sweating. He quickly opens the bedroom curtain and looks outside, despite the security measures surrounding his villa. He's uneasy. Could someone be watching him? Was Marcel really alive, or was someone using his identity at 8:08? He turns on the television. Breaking news. The defense minister's convoy has been ambushed and the minister is seriously injured. His phone rings again. Ibrahim answers with trembling hands. Marcel's voice asks, smugly, starting to believe now. "Next target at 2 p. The commander of the northern border post. The plan is proceeding exactly as you remember it. Either you join us or you're also on the list." Ibrahim desperate. "Why are you doing this?" Marcel responds bitterly, "Because you didn't yet. You promised. Remember. You said we need to cleanse the country. You said we'll make them pay for their betrayal, then suddenly you forgot everything and sat in their lap." Ibrahim protests. "You misunderstand," Marcel continues coldly. "The second target will fall at 2 p. And then we'll talk again. Oh, and by the way, they can't trace your location from this phone. It's a special frequency, like in the old days. Remember, don't bother hiding." The line cuts off again. Ibrahim quickly arms himself and puts on civilian clothes. "If what Marcel said comes true, he will also fall under suspicion. Only he and Marcel know about the existence of the red file 200 p. Ibrahim has taken refuge in a secret apartment. He keeps the television on. The news comes. An attack has been carried out on the northern border post. The commander has been assassinated. The phone rings again. This time, Ibrahim answers immediately. "Marcel. Tons, you're taking me seriously now, aren't you?" "No, listen carefully. I want to meet you face to face in the village, where the Black Diamond operation took place, next to that small mosque. Be there in 3 hours. Come alone." Ibrahim's auspicious. "This could be a trap. I saw you die 5 years ago. I carried your lifeless body myself." Marcel laughs menacingly. "Some deaths aren't real, just like some loyalties. 3 hours, Ibrahim, and believe me, if anyone is going to die, this time it will be you." While Ibrahim is heading to the village Marcel specified, he encounters a military checkpoint on the road. Soldiers are stopping everyone and checking IDs under normal circumstances. Ibrahim's rank would prevent him from having problems, but he's in civilian clothes now. And looks like anyone else when the young lieutenant at the checkpoint examines Ibrahim's ID. His eyes widen. The lieutenant salutes General Traoré. "We weren't expecting you here, sir." Ibrahim responds briefly. "Special mission, no one should know." The lieutenant hesitates. "I understand, sir, but there's a search order for you." Ibrahim's stomach tightens. "What kind of order?" The lieutenant explains. "You've been ordered to be brought to central headquarters for information. There are some questions regarding the assassination of the defense minister." Ibrahim needs to think. Fast, this must be part of Marcel's plan if he's caught. Now everything will end. Ibrahim in a serious voice, "Lieutenant, I'm on a very secret operation. You need to let me go now. This is a matter of national security." The lieutenant hesitates. Just then, Ibrahim's phone rings, unknown number on the screen again. Ibrahim steps aside. "I need to answer this," Marcel inquires. "Is there a problem?" Ibrahim tense. "They are looking for me. This must be your doing," Marcel confirms confidently. "Of course it's my doing. Planned every move ahead. Now I'll help you. Give your phone to the lieutenant." Ibrahim hesitates, then hands the phone over. "They want to speak with you." The lieutenant listens, his face suddenly turning. White eyes widening, he returns the phone to Ibrahim. "Lieutenant," in a shaky voice. "You may pass, sir. This conversation never happened." Ibrahim pulls the phone to his ear. "What did you say to him?" Marcel responds cheerfully. "Just the truth. If he detained you, his family's village would be wiped off the map." "Good motivation, isn't it?" Ibrahim disgusted. This isn't Marcel's style. "Who are you?" "Really, Marcel?" Simply directs, "Continue on your way. We'll meet at the mosque." When he arrives at the village, Ibrahim carefully examines the surroundings. The village seems almost deserted. Only a few elderly women are sitting in front of their houses. The mosque is a modest structure in the village square. Its door is wide open. Ibrahim readies his weapon and slowly approaches the mosque. When he enters, he sees that it's empty. There are only old mats and a mat. Suddenly he hears a voice. A voice commands, "Put your gun down, Ibrahim." Ibrahim turns around to face Marcel's voice. The man standing before him is indeed his former partner, but with a horrible burn scar on the right side of his face and his left leg limping slightly. Ibrahim whispers in disbelief, "Marcel, is it really you?" Marcel points his gun at Ibrahim. "Flesh and blood," I said. "Put your gun down." Ibrahim obeys, lowering his weapon. Marcel with bitter satisfaction. "That day you really thought I died, didn't you? But I was only severely injured. Villagers found me, I recovered, but I didn't come back because I needed to be dead to continue our plan." Ibrahim confused. "What plan, Marcel?" "We cannot the red file. There would have been civilian casualties. Don't you remember?" Marcel gives a bitter laugh. "You cannot it?" "Ibrahim, you cannot it," I continued. "And now everything is ready. Ministers, generals, all will be cleaned out. The country will be reborn." Ibrahim shakes his head in horror. "This is genocide, Marcel, not a military coup." Marcel coldly. "So be it. Sometimes to heal, you first need to cut off the gangrene limb." He takes a small radio from his pocket. "Now I'm going to offer you a choice. Either you join me or just then." Explosion sounds are heard from outside the mosque. Ibrahim startles. "What was that?" Marcel smiles. Marcel reveals, with pride, "The war has begun. My friend, rebels have moved on the northern border. Government forces were caught unprepared. They're advancing toward the capital right now." Ibrahim shocked. "Are you supporting the rebels?" Marcel declares proudly, "I am the leader of the rebels. I've been training them for the past 5 years. They're all loyal to me, and at this stage of our plan we need to create chaos." Ibrahim is horrified, realizing Marcel's plan is much more comprehensive than he thought. Not just a coup, but a complete regime change. Marcel takes out his phone and hands it to Ibrahim. "Your phone is being monitored. Now take this. It only knows my number. I'll call you regularly and give you instructions." Ibrahim asks angrily, "Do you think I'm going to help you?" Marcel smiles coldly. "Help number. You'll just watch, then you'll be ready for your final task at the predetermined time and place." Ibrahim, "What task?" Marcel states in a cold voice. "The assassination of the president. This will be your task. Final move." Ibrahim moves away from the capital with the phone. Marcel gave him, avoiding main roads. He heads north through rural areas. He doesn't trust Marcel, but for now he has to play along with his game. As the sun sets, he takes refuge in an abandoned-looking farmhouse. In a small town, he turns on the television. The news shows chaos clashes have intensified on the northern border. The defense minister has lost. His life protest demonstrations have begun in the capital streets. The phone given by Marcel rings. Marcel asks casually, "Are you watching the news?" Ibrahim responds, horrified, "This is madness. Thousands of innocent people will die." Marcel retorts cynically, "Innocent? Is there anyone innocent left in this country? Corruption, embezzlement, hunger for the past 10 years. People are already dying just slowly. We're just accelerating the process." Ibrahim desperate, "What do you want from me?" Marcel, commanding, "For now, just wait tomorrow morning at exactly 9 a. I'll call you again. You will have an info." The capital, but a radio station, not a military base. Ibrahim probes cautiously. "What's in the package?" Marcel dismisses his concern. "Don't worry, just take it and wait. I'll call again for the next instructions." The line cuts off. Ibrahim has to make a decision. Will he go to the military base, as Marcel said, or to the radio station? As AA suggested taking a risk, he decides to go to the radio station. This is an abandoned building where the government once made. Propaganda broadcasts when he enters. He finds Aisha. In a small room filled with computers, Aisha greets him with relief. "You came, I almost thought you'd be late," Ibrahim informs her. "Marcel directed me to the military base." Aisha nods. Knowingly, "I know that's a trap. They were going to kill you." She turns the screen toward Ibrahim. "Look, I've been listening to all of Marcel's phone conversations, not just with you, but with foreign agents as well." Ibrahim listens to their recordings. Marcel talking to people with foreign accents about transfers of large amounts of money and weapons. AI is right. Ibrahim focused. "So what do we do now?" I proposes confidently, "We need to beat Marcel at his own game. Using his phone, we'll set a trap for him." I explains to Ibrahim how they can mimic Marcel's phone using special software. They can make calls appear as if they're coming from Marcel while actually making the calls themselves. Aisha suggests excitedly, "We can give false instructions to Marcel's men. We can misdirect them." Ibrahim asks concerned, "What if Marcel calls me again?" Ter admits, "We can block Marcel's call, but not forever. We need to buy time." Ibrahim thinks about the next phase of Marcel's plan and the purpose behind all this chaos. Aisha points to the map on screen. The rebel forces are currently advancing on 3 fronts. Their aim is to surround the capital. At the same time, secret cells within the city will attack key points: ministries, the television station, military headquarters. A classic coup strategy. Ibrahim murmurs is in realization. "And while all this is happening, I'm supposed to kill the president, right? Marcel is saving me for the final move. I'll confirm. So exactly, you'll be the assassin. Then you'll be declared a traitor. Marcel will present himself as the savior." Ibrahim stands up decisively. "Then let's not waste time. How can we mislead Marcel's men together?" They make a plan. They decide to send false instructions to Marcel's men, directing them to the wrong places. At the same time, they will inform government forces of the real locations in the afternoon. Marcel's phone rings. Ibrahim hesitantly answers. Marcel asks suspiciously, "Did you get the package?" Ibrahim looks at Aisha, who nods encouragingly. Ibrahim responds, trying to appear relaxed, "Yes, I got it." Marcel probes, "Good, what's in it?" Ibrahim freezes, realizing Marcel is testing him. There is no package. Ibrahim guesses, cautiously, a gun and a magazine, I guess, and a map. Marcel remains silent for a moment, then decides, "Good, let's meet at the cafe near the presidential palace tomorrow morning. At exactly 10 Ibrahim and Aisha work all night to mislead Marcel's men by sending fake messages. They direct some groups of rebels to wrong locations. Meanwhile, Aisha relays the real information to her trusted intelligence friends. By morning they see capital has turned into a battlefield. Some of the rebels have infiltrated the city and clashes have begun, but government forces are prepared because they were warned in advance. Ibrahim has 2 hours before meeting. Marcel pleads urgently, "Listen to me. Ibrahim, Marcel will kill you. Don't go there." Ibrahim responds with determination, "I have to go. We have no other choice. Only I can stop Marcel." Aisha suggests, "At least let us send soldiers to protect you." Ibrahim shakes his head firmly. "If Marcel sees soldiers, he'll disappear. I'm the only person who can approach him." As Ibrahim heads to the cafe, the chaos in the city has Intensified, people are running in the streets. Explosion sounds are coming from afar. When he arrives at the cafe, he sees that Marcel is not. There are a few customers around, many look anxious. Ibrahim sits at one of the back tables and waits at exactly 10 Nai. The door opens and Marcel enters, but he's not alone. There are two armed men with him. They advance toward Ibrahim's table. Marcel confronts him. What happened? Ibrahim, my phone conversations were cut off. Are you trying to block me? Ibrahim stands up firmly. Marcel, you must stop all this. Marcel laughs mockingly. Stop. We're just beginning. My rebels are about to surround the palace. They're waiting for you to go and kill the president. Since you've given up on that task, I'll do it myself. Ibrahim reaches for his weapon, but Marcel's men are faster, both pointing their guns at him. Marcel raises his hand to them. Marcel, confidently, calm down. I'll handle him. Ibrahim with disgust. What have you done, Marcel? You're selling our country to foreigners. I wouldn't have expected this from you. Marcel grows angry. You made me this way. You left me to die. Remember when the villagers saved me? My only thought. Where's the stupidity of having believed in you? It was convenient for you to think he was dead, wasn't it, Ibrahim? You canned their file and continued your nice career. Marcel pulls out his gun, challenging, I chose my own path. Now you make your choice. Just then, the cafe's windows shatter and soldiers pour in. This are the special forces that Ibrahim informed through Aicha. Marcel looks at Ibrahim in surprise. You, he says angrily, I'll kill. Before his sentence is completed, fire is opened on Marcel's men. Marcel runs toward the back door. Ibrahim follows him. Marcel exits into the narrow street behind the cafe with Ibrahim behind him. They point their guns at each other. Marcel laughs triumphantly. Everything you've done is in vain there. Bells have already attacked the presidential palace. We disabled their electronic systems. Communication lines are cut. The palace guards have surrendered. The country is ours. Ibrahim smiles confidently. I have a surprise for you too. Marcel, that palace is empty. I moved the president from the city last night. He's safe. Your men are capturing an empty building. Marcel's face pales in disbelief. You are lying. Ibrahim explains calmly. Thanks to Acha, we learned all your plans. You've fallen into a trap. Marcel shouts in anger, pointing his gun. Just as he's about to fire, Ibrahim acts faster and pulls the trigger. Marcel is shot in the chest and falls to the ground. Ibrahim approaches, slowly bending down to look into his old friend's thighs. Ibrahim confesses softly. Marcel, when we canned the plan, I never abandoned you to death. I knew you were injured, but the doctors said they couldn't save you. The villagers who saved you were men we secretly sent. We wanted everyone to think you died. To protect you, someone had learned about our plan. I was going to tell you, but you disappeared while Marcel is writhing. In pain, Ibrahim lowers his gun, captured most of the rebels. Ibrahim hangs up the phone and looks at Marcel. You've lost Marcel, the president is safe. Soldiers are capturing the rebels. We have the names of your foreign supporters. The expression on Marcel's face freezes. How thanks to Acha, we learned all your plans. As a communication expert, she was monitoring your phones. You've fallen into a trap. Marcel shouts in anger. He tries to raise his gun again, but he has no strength. Ibrahim bends down and looks at his old friend's face. I want to ask you something, Marcel. Did you really do this to fix the country, or just for revenge? Marcel's eyes filled with tears. At first it was for the country, but then everything changed. They came and made me offers. I accepted. Who are they, Marcel? Before Marcel can answer, his eyes close. Sirens are approaching. Soldiers surround their street. Ibrahim stands up and sees that Marcel has lost consciousness. An ambulance is coming. Call for medical help. He tells the soldiers 3 days later. Ibrahim is in a meeting at headquarters. Marcel is seriously injured, but alive thanks to his testimony. International arms traffickers and foreign agents in the country have been identified. The president approaches. Ibrahim, you saved our country. General Traoré, we can't know how much we owe you. Ibrahim shakes his head. I just did my duty, sir. However, there's truth in what Marcel said. Our country is corrupt. It needs to change. The president takes a deep breath. You're right, Ibrahim. The time for change has come. Our people are struggling with hunger and poverty. We need to fix this. Enters the meeting room. We learned this morning that Marcel died. In the prison hospital, he had a heart attack. Before giving more names, Ibrahim approaches the window in the room and looks at the city outside. Life in the capital has begun to return to normal. Marcel's secret connections still remain a mystery. Aya comes to Ibrahim's side. She hands him a new phone. As the intelligence unit, we've prepared a new secure line for you. No one will be able to monitor you anymore. Ibrahim takes the phone and puts it in his pocket. This isn't over, is it? He says. It's just beginning. General answers. Aisha, as Ibrahim leaves the room, his phone vibrates. There's an unknown number on the screen. He pauses, hesitates for a moment, then puts the phone back in his pocket without answering it and continues walking.